Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental is now called to order. Requesting everyone to please stand for the opening prayer to be led by Honorable Ana Cheryl Castro. And considering Honorable Board Member Castro is not present, may we request Honorable Rochi Ravelo for the prayer.
Mic test. Let us bow down our heads and put ourselves in the presence of God. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord Jesus, we thank you for this wonderful day. We give you all the honor and praise, O God. Ang tanan nagagikan kanimo o kanimo lang pod matapos. Even for this assembly, O Lord, even for this gathering, even for this group of persons in the province of Davao Oriental, we pray that you will bless us with wisdom, guide us in our deliberations. May the thought that comes out from our discussion is for the benefit of our people, for the good of our province. Bless everyone here present today and even our families back home and the whole province of Davao Oriental. Thank you for everything, O Lord. This we ask. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiging, telos ng sinamanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tutong sa simoy at sa langit mong pagaw, ay hinatang tulang awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng mataw at mo'y tagumpay na naghihiling, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may maghihiling. Luman ang araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay ang langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya kawilihan ng tanan. O mahal na Davao Oriental, langit mo mapawahay. Yang kabutayan, yang kapatagan, mayaman ay magandahay. Mas pihain pa kami kumanto, kami mo uli anikan mo.
Good afternoon to all the members of this august body. Good afternoon also to our SP Support Services Office, headed by our SP Secretary, Mr. Maximino Nazareno II, to our friends from media, and to everyone inside the session hall. Once again, good afternoon. May request Madam Secretary to proceed with the roll call for the determination of the quorum.
The honorable members of this august chamber are requested to say aye as I call the roll. Honorable Maria Glenda Monetra Batgaita.
Aye.
Honorable Beverly M. Dayanan. Honorable Harold A. Montes, Honorable Manuel M. Lipardo Jr., Honorable Ana Cheryl N. Castro, Honorable Elijah E. Palmahil, Honorable Daud V. Linsag, Honorable Stephen Paul L. Uy, Honorable Maria Lady Hope J. Macaira, Honorable John Erwin G. Montojo is on an official business, Honorable Ruchi M. Ravelo, Honorable Jerome C. Dayanghirang, Honorable Joson Michael G. Dayanghirang, Honorable Eleuterio C. Manaytay, Honorable Shanin C. Lintugunan, Honorable Presiding Officer, there are 12 members of this August Chamber present, including Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Madam Secretary. Considering that we have mustered a quorum for today's session, we can now proceed to the next item in the order of business.
Next item in the order of business is reading and consideration of the minutes, Journal of Proceedings of the 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental, taken during the 28th regular session held on January 14, 2026 at the SP Session Hall Government Center, Dahican City of Mati, Davao Oriental.
I believe all members were furnished copies of the said minutes, Journal of Proceedings. What is now the pleasure of the body? Yes, Honorable Lipardo, you are recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Maayong hapon sa atong tanan. Honorable Presiding Officer, considering that the members of the August body has already been given a copy of the minutes as well as the Journal of Proceedings of our January 14, 2026 regular session, if there are no corrections or any request for amendment, then I would be moving for the adoption of the approval, of the minutes as well as the Journal of Proceedings of our January 14, 2026 20th regular session. I also move.
Okay. Are there any, there is already a motion for the adoption of the minutes, Journal of Proceedings of the 28th regular session of this, of the 18th Sanggunian, dated January 14, 2026, on motion of Honorable Lipardo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said minutes is hereby adopted by this council. Honorable Lipardo, you have.
Honorable Presiding Officer, before we move to the next calendar of business, may I request for an amendment and inclusion of communication number 18-269-2026, a letter from the Honorable Governor dated January 19, 2026, so that the same be included in the disposal on the part of communication. That is communication 18-269-2026.
Okay. Thank you, Honorable Lipardo. If there is no objection from the other members of this body, the request or the manifestation of Honorable Lipardo is hereby approved. Madam Secretary, please take note, and that will be included in the order of business today.
Noted.
So you may proceed with the next item.
Next item is privilege hour.
Okay. We are now under privilege hour. Are there any other members who would like to avail of the privilege hour? None. We may proceed to the next item.
Next is question hour. This August body has no invitee to be accommodated under the question hour. Next is first reading and referral to committees of proposed ordinances, none. Proposed resolutions. Under this is proposed resolution number 18-229-2026, authored by the Honorable Ana Cheryl N. Castro.
This is referred to the Committee on Education, Arts, Culture, Science, and Technology.
Communications. First under communication is communication number 18-259-2026.
This is for the information of this August body.
Next is communication number 18-260-2026.
This is also for the information of this August body.
Next is communication number 18-261-2026.
This is referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget, Appropriations, and Ways and Means.
Next is communication number 18-262-2026.
This is referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, and Ways and Means.
Next is communication number 18-263-2026.
Again referred to Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, and Ways and Means.
Next is communication number 18-264-2026.
This is referred to the Committee on Women, Children, and Family.
Next is communication number 18-265-2026.
This is for the information of this august body.
Next is communication number 18-266-2026. This is certified as urgent by the Honorable Governor.
This is referred to the Committee on Agriculture and Food, and considering that this is certified urgent, this will be taken up later under unassigned business under suspended House rules after the conversion of the body into a committee as a whole. Next.
Next is communication number 18-267-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Health and Sanitation.
Next is communication number 18-268-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Dangerous or Illegal Drugs.
Next is communication number 18-269-2026.
This is referred to Committee on Health and Sanitation.
Next are petitions and memorials, none. Next is consideration of committee reports. First is committee report number 18-152-2026 by the Committee on Labor, Employment, Civil Service, and Human Resource Development.
Honorable Montes, you are recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer, and good afternoon to each and everyone. I have here Committee Report number 18-152-2026, dated January 21, 2026, subject matter communication number 18-196-2025. It is a letter from Mr. Danny G. Escalante, SB Secretary of the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, dated September 4, 2025, transmitting Municipal Ordinance number 4, Series of 2025, an ordinance creating business permit and licensing office in the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, and the position of licensing officer with salary grade 18, determining their duties and functions and appropriating funds thereof. Action taken, the committee held a meeting in the office of this representation at the SP building to confirm matters pertaining to the above subject referred communication. Present during the meeting is this representation as the chair and the rest of the members of the committee, Madam Chair. Findings: the Municipal Ordinance number 4, Series of 2025 was enacted by the Sangguniang Bayan on March 19, 2025, and the same was referred by the Municipal Mayor on March 28, 2025. The Municipal Government of Caraga, through this ordinance, commits to adopt a simplified and speedy process to remove the complexity in the existing process issuing business permit pursuant to Republic Act 11032. And for the recommendation, Madam Chair, in view of the foregoing, this Honorable Committee of the Whole hereby recommends the passage of a resolution confirming the validity of the Municipal Ordinance number 4, Series of 2025 of the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, entitled An Ordinance Creating Business Permit and Licensing Office in the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, and the position of licensing officer with salary grade 18, determining their duties and functions and appropriating funds thereof, considering the same that it is in accordance with the law. Madam Chair, if there are no more questions, I would like to move for the adoption of this committee report.
Okay, there is a motion for the adoption of Committee Report number 18-152-2026 on motion of Honorable Montes, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report is hereby adopted by this council.
Next is Joint Committee Report number 18-153-2026 by the Committee on Women, Children, and Family and Committee on Health and Sanitation.
Honorable Ana Cheryl Castro is recognized.
Good afternoon, Madam Presiding, and to everyone here, my colleagues. I'm here to render a committee report on Committee on Women, Children, and Family, and Committee on Health and Sanitation. This is a joint committee report number 18-153, series of 2026, subject communication number 18-209-2025, a letter from Mr. Aiden Celestino S. Cacho, SB Secretary of the Municipality of Banay-Banay, Davao Oriental, dated November 24, submitting for review Municipal Ordinance number 2025 2022-08 entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing Programs and Services for the First 1,000 Days of Life to ensure maternal and child health, nutrition, and development in the municipality of Banay-Banay, providing funds therefore and for other purposes. Action taken, the committee held a meeting last December 17, right after the session, to act and deliberate about the above subject communication. Present was yours truly, Chairman, and also Vice Chairman is the Chairman of Committee on Health, Honorable John Erwin G. Montojo, and also the Vice Chairman, Daudlin Sag, and all the members, Board Member Harold Montes, Board Member Rochi Ravelo, Board Member Beverly Dayanan, and also findings and observations is, I believe, Madam Presiding, everyone has a copy on this. I move for the approval and adoption of this committee report.
There is a motion for the adoption of Joint Committee Report number 18-153-2026 on motion of Honorable Castro, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried.
Next is Committee Report number 18-154-2026 by the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations and Ways and Means.
Honorable Rochi Ravelo is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Good afternoon to all the members of this council, all the guests, and the support staff. I have here Committee Report number 18-154-2026 of the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations and Ways and Means with subject communications number 18-141-2025, a pre-reviewed appropriation ordinance number 03-30-09-2025, calendar year 2025 General Fund Supplemental Budget number 3 of the Municipality of Catiil, Davao Oriental. Number 2, communication number 18-159, pre-reviewed appropriation ordinance number 4-18-2025, the calendar year 2025 General Fund Supplemental Budget number 4 of the Municipality of San Isidro. Honorable Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There was a motion for the adoption of Committee Report number 18-154-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report is hereby adopted by this council.
Next is Committee Report number 18-155-2026, still by the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations and Ways and Means.
You may proceed, Honorable Ravelo.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here Committee Report number 18-155-2026 with subject communications number 18-203-2025 and communications number 18-204-2025. The committee held a meeting last January 14, 2026 at the SP Session Hall immediately after the session to discuss and deliberate the said matter with 4 of the members of the committee present. There's truly the Chair, Honorable Lipardo, the Vice Chair, Honorable Montes, Member, Honorable Daudlin Sag, Member. With subject communications, the formal termination of the Payment Collection Service Agreement with SurePay Technologies, which is intended to support the implementation of the province electronic payment collection system due to the responsiveness and technical and viability of the system integration. And Communication 18-04, 2025, the Memorandum of Agreement and Deed of Donation and Acceptance with the Municipal LGU of Caraga, Davao Oriental, in support to the ongoing implementation of the province-wide installation of the Enhanced Tax Revenue Assessment and Collection System, or the ETRAX project. Honorable Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report number 155-2026 and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There was a motion for the adoption of Committee Report number 18-155-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report is hereby adopted by this council.
Next is Joint Committee Report number 18-156-2026 by the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations and Ways and Means and Committee on Economic Enterprise, Trade, Industry and Investment.
You may proceed, Honorable Ravelo.
Thank you, Madam Vice Governor. I have here Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation and Ways and Means, Committee on Economic Enterprise, Trade and Industry and Investment, Joint Committee Report number 18-156-2026 with the subject communication number 18-208-2025 with items number 1 and 3. Item number 1 pertains to the City Ordinance number 657 series of 2025 entitled An Ordinance Amending Article 6 Section 33 and Article 7 Section 47 of City Ordinance number 578 series of 2023, otherwise known as the Economic Enterprise Code of MATI, to provide for the conditional waiver of daily stall rental fees in the MATI Public Market and the MATI Centennial Transport Terminal Complex for calendar year 2026. And item number 3 pertains to the City Ordinance number 658 series of 2025 entitled An Ordinance Temporarily Suspending the Collection of the Space Rental Fees, Arcabala, provided under Section 5, Number 2 of City Ordinance Number 393, Series of 2020, entitled An Ordinance Establishing a Farmers Market Bagsakan Center in the City of Mati and imposing fees and other charges on the use of its facilities for 1 year, effective January 1, 2026 to December 31, 2026. Madam Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There was a motion for the adoption of Joint Committee Report number 18-156-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said Joint Committee Report is hereby adopted by this Council.
Next is Committee Report number 18-157-2026, once again by the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations and Ways and Means.
You may proceed, Honorable Ravelo.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here committee report number 18-157-2026, communications number 18-228-2025, pertains to the City Ordinance number 654 series of 2025 entitled An Ordinance Amending Article 3, Creation of the Community-Driven Development Fund and its Implementing Guidelines, Section 6.2, Capacity Development Component of the City Ordinance number 629, Series of 2025, Approach in Local Planning and Program Implementation, the City Government of Mati, Davao Oriental, creating Community-Driven Development Fund, prescribing utilization guidelines thereof, and for other purposes. The subject City Ordinance amended Article 3, Section 6.2 thereof, which now provides for the transferring of downloading of Community-Driven Development Fund amounting to 1 million pesos to the 26 barangays of the City of Mati to fund their soft projects. Honorable Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report number 18-157-2026 and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
Okay, there is a motion for the adoption of Committee Report number 18-157-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report is hereby adopted by this Council.
Next is Committee Report number 18-158-2026 by the Committee on Economic Enterprise, Trade, Industry and Investment.
Honorable Ravelo, you are again recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here committee report number 18-158-2026 with subject communication number 18-230-2026. A letter from Ms. Irene D. Tinong of the Municipality of Tarragona with the subject entitled Municipal Ordinance number 22 series of 2025 entitled An Ordinance Establishing Local Safeguards Against Unjust and Unlawful Disconnections of Electricity and Water Services providing for consumer rights, remedies, and penalties, incorporating the policies of the Constitution, the EPRA law, the ERC Magna Carta for residential electricity consumers, and the LOA Model Code, the NWRB policies, and other pertinent laws. Honorable Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of Committee Report number 18-158-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report is hereby adopted by this council.
Next is Committee Report number 18-159-2026 by the Committee on Agriculture and Food.
Honorable Ravelo, you are again recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I have here Committee Report number 18-159-2026 under the Committee on Agriculture and Food with subject communications number 18-231-2025, which is on the municipality of Tarragona, the subject municipal ordinance number 25 series of 2025 of the municipality of Tarragona, Davao Oriental, entitled An Ordinance Institutionalizing the Outstanding Farmer Award Program, providing incentives and recognition for model aimers, organic practitioners, women and youth farmers, farmer cooperatives, future folks, and agri-innovators, integrating the awarding ceremony in the official celebration of the municipal anniversary and appropriating funds therefore. Honorable Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report number 18-159-2026 and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of Committee Report number 18-159-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report is hereby adopted by this council.
Next is Committee Report number 18-160-2026 by the Committee on Housing, Rural and Urban Development and Land Utilization.
Honorable Elijah Palmahil, you are recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. In behalf of the Committee on Housing, Rural and Urban Development and Land Utilization, I would like to render Committee Report number 18-160-2026 with the subject communication number 18-255-2026, a letter from the Honorable Governor Nelson L. Deanghirang requesting for an authority to enter into a deed of donation with Miss Mary May C. Saropdas, owner of a parcel of land situated at Barangay Signs, City of Mati, Davao Oriental, with an area of more or less 463 square meters intended as road right-of-way for road expansion and improvement. The committee held a meeting on January 14, 2026 at the SP Session Hall right after the 24th regular session to act and deliberate herein subject communication. Since everybody has a copy of this committee report, therefore, Honorable Presiding Officer, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole report and subsequently move for its adoption. I do so move, Honorable Presiding Officer.
There is a motion for the adoption of Committee Report number 18-160-2026 on motion of Honorable Palmahil, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report is hereby adopted by this council.
Next is Committee Report number 18-161-2026 by the Committee on Cooperative, POs, NGOs, CSOs, and Livelihood. This will be reported by the Honorable Ravelo, the Vice Chairman of the said committee.
Honorable Ravelo.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Upon the request of the Honorable Chair of the Committee on Livelihood, the Honorable Daud Linsag, I have here Committee Report number 18-161-2026 with regards to the ordinance number, the communications number 18-208-2025, item number 4. Enclosed, the City Ordinance number 656 series of 2025, Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Mati, Davao Oriental, entitled An Ordinance Requiring All cooperatives operating within the City of Mati to secure a certification from the City Cooperative Development Office as a statutory requirement for the issuance or renewal of business permits. Honorable Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this committee report number 18-161-2026 and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There was a motion for the adoption of committee report number 18-161-2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelos, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report is hereby adopted by this council.
Next is Committee Report number 18-162-2026 by the Committee on Transportation. This will be reported by the Honorable Manuel M. Pardo Jr., Vice Chairman of the said committee.
Honorable Lipardo, you are recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. It is my honor to render this committee report in behalf of the absent chairman, the Honorable Daod B. Linsag, who is suffering from diarrhea. This is in relation, Honorable Presiding Officer, to committee report number 18-162, series of 2026, in relation to communication number 18-211-2025, a letter from Mr. Eden Celestino S. Cacho, Secretary of the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of Banay-Banay, Davao Oriental, dated December 10, 2025, forwarding Municipal Ordinance number 2025-11 for appropriate action of this august body. The meeting was held last January 14, 2026, with all members of the Committee on Transportation present. Considering, Honorable Presiding Officer, that the copy of this committee report was furnished yesterday to all members of this august body, I would be therefore moving that we dispense with the reading of the findings as well as the recommendation of this committee report and would go immediately to the acceptance of committee report number 18-162-2026. I do so move, Honorable Presiding Officer.
There was a motion for the adoption and acceptance of committee report number 18-162-2026 on motion of Honorable Lipardo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report is hereby adopted by this council.
Next is Committee Report number 18-163-2026 by the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources.
Honorable Lipardo, you're again recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. This is Committee Report number 18-163-2026 by the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources in relation to communication number 18-221-2025, a letter from Ms. Arceline G. Cadiz, SB Secretary of the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of Manay, Davao Oriental, dated December 15, 2025, submitting Municipal Ordinance number 2025-21-07, entitled An Ordinance Declaring All Water Resources in the Municipality of Manay as Protected Areas and providing measures for the conservation, protection, and sustainable management and providing funds therefore. The committee meeting was held last January 14, 2026, before the halls of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, where majority of the members were present. Honorable Presiding Officer, allow me to read the findings, considering that the recommendation is for this ordinance to be returned to the Sangguniang Bayan of Manay. Number one findings, SB Secretary Arceline G. Cadiz of the Municipality of Manay, Davao Oriental, submitted Municipal Ordinance number 2025-21-07 for review and appropriate action of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan. Number two, Municipal Ordinance 2025-21-07 was enacted by the Sangguniang Bayan of the Municipality of Manay, dated December 3, 2025, and approved by the Municipal Mayor John Marco M. Dayanghirang on December 8, 2025. Number three, the ordinance was enacted to declare all water resources of the municipality of Manay as protected areas to ensure their conservation, rehabilitation, and sustainable management. Number 4, the provisions under Section 5 on prohibited activities are a re-enumeration, if not synonymous with the provisions of Republic Act 11038, defined as an act declaring protected areas and providing for their management, amending for this purpose Republic Act 7586, also known as the National Integrated Protected Area System or the NIPAS Act of 1992, particularly on the enumeration of prohibited activities. Number 5, the municipal ordinance went further in Section 8 thereof by providing penalties which, if compared with existing national laws, Republic Act 11038, amending RA 756, 7586, PD 1152, and RA 9275, would contradict the same, and in fact would tone down the penalties as provided by the said national laws, which the Sangguniang is bereft of any power to do so. Number 6, Section 56 on the review by the Sangguniang Panlalawigan on any legislative action by any component city or municipal Sangguniang. Letter C, if the Sangguniang Panlalawigan finds that such an ordinance or resolution is beyond the power conferred upon the Sangguniang Panlungsod or Sangguniang Bayan concerned, it shall declare such ordinance or resolution invalid in whole or in part. The Sangguniang Panlalawigan shall enter its action in the minutes and shall advise the corresponding city or municipal authorities of the action it has taken. Therefore, the recommendation, Honorable Presiding Officer, is that pursuant to Section 468 of Republic Act 7160, which state that the Sangguniang Panlalawigan shall review all ordinances approved by the Sangguniang, component cities and municipalities, and all EOs issued by mayors prescribed powers of the Sangguniang and of the mayor. Therefore, the committee hereby recommends to return the said ordinance, considering that the cited legal basis is inconsistent with the provisions of Republic Act 7160. Further, the committee recommends to consider review Municipal Ordinance number 2025-21-07 and take actions deemed necessary and appropriate thereof. With this, Honorable Presiding Officer, I move for the acceptance of Committee Report number 18-163, Series of 2026. I do so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of Committee Report number 18-163-2026 on motion of Honorable Lipardo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said committee report is hereby adopted and accepted by this council.
For record purposes, we would like to recognize the presence of the Honorable Joson Michael G. Dayanghirang. Next item is calendar business. First, under calendar business is unfinished business, none. Next is business for the day. First, under business for the day is proposed resolution number 18-228-2026, authored and sponsored by the Honorable Harold A. Montes.
Honorable Harold Montes is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I have here proposed resolution number 18-228-2026. It is a resolution confirming the validity of the Municipal Ordinance number 4, Series of 2025, of the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, entitled An Ordinance Creating the Business Permit and Licensing Office in the Municipality of Caraga, Davao Oriental, and the position of licensing officer with salary grade 18, determining their duties and functions and appropriating funds thereof, considering that the same is in accordance with the law. Whereas the Municipal Ordinance number 04, Series of 2025, was enacted by the Sangguniang Bayan on March 19, 2025, and the same was approved by the Municipal Mayor on March 28, 2025. Whereas the Municipal Government of Caraga, through this ordinance, commits to adopt a simplified and speedy process to remove the complexities in the existing process of issuing business permits pursuant to Republic Act 11032. Whereas Republic Act 11032, known as the Ease of Doing Business and Acts, streamlines business registration, improve service, boost revenue, and foster investment in centralizing permits processing, implementing efficient systems, and ensuring compliance with standard. Whereas Republic Act 9485, known as the Anti-Red Tape Act of 2007, directs all government instrumentalities and LGUs to render efficient deliveries of service to the public service by re-engineering its current business processing system. Therefore, Madam Chair, I would like to move this proposed resolution number 18-2025 series resolution number 18-228, the series of 2026 be approved, Madam Chair.
There is a motion for the passage of resolution number 18-228-2026 on motion of Honorable Montes, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this council.
Next is proposed resolution number 18-230-2026, authored and sponsored by the Honorable Ana Cheryl N. Castro.
Honorable Castro is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding. I move for the passage and approval of proposed resolution number 18-230 series of 2026. I do so move.
Okay, there was a motion for the passage and approval of resolution number 18-230 series of 2026 on motion of Honorable Ana Cheryl Castro, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this council.
Next are 9 proposed resolutions. These are proposed resolution numbers 18-231-2026, 18-232, 18-233, 18-234, 18-235, 18-236, 18-237, 18-238, and 18-239, all series of 2026, all authored and sponsored by the Honorable Ruchi M. Ravelo.
Honorable Ravelo, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here the following resolutions under Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations. Proposed resolution number 18-231-2026, entitled A Resolution Declaring the Appropriation Ordinance number 3-30-09-2025 of the Municipality of Katiil, Davao Oriental, operative in its entirety. Resolutions number 18-232-2026, a resolution declaring the appropriation ordinance number 4-18-2025 of the Municipality of San Isidro, Davao Oriental, operative in its entirety. Resolutions number 18-233-2026, a resolution authorizing the Honorable Nelson L. Dayanghirang, Provincial Governor, for and behalf of the Province of Davao Oriental, to formally terminate the payment collection service agreement with SurePay Technologies Incorporated due to its non-responsiveness and technical unviability of system integration with the province electronic payment collection system, or APCS. Resolutions number 18-234-2026, a resolution authorizing the Honorable Nelson L. Dayanghirang, Provincial Governor, for and behalf of the Province of Davao Oriental, to enter into a memorandum of agreement and deed of donation and acceptance with the Municipal LGU of Caraga, Davao Oriental, represented by its Municipal Mayor, Honorable Ronnie Osnan, relative to the ongoing implementation of the province-wide installation of the Enhanced Tax Revenue Assessment and Collection System, or the ATRAX project. And proposed resolution number 18-235-2026, a resolution confirming the validity of City Ordinance Number 657, Series of 2025, the City of Mati, entitled An Ordinance Amending Article 6, Section 33, and Article 7, Section 47 of the City Ordinance Number 578, Series of 2023, otherwise known as the Economic Enterprise Code of Mati, to provide for the conditional waiver of daily stall rental fees in the Mati Public Market and the Mati Centennial Transport Terminal Complex for calendar year 2026, considering that the same is within the prescribed powers of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan pursuant to Section 458 of Republic Act 7160, subject to existing relevant laws, rules, and regulations. And Resolution Number 18-236-2026, a resolution confirming the validity of City Ordinance Number 658, Series of 2025, the City of Mati, entitled An Ordinance Temporarily Suspending the Collection of the Space Rental Fees or Kabala, provided under Section 5, Number 2 of City Ordinance Number 390, Series of 2020, an ordinance establishing a farmers market Bagsakan Center in the City of Mati and imposing fees and other charges on the use of its facilities for 1 year, effective January 1, 2026 to December 31, 2026, considering that the same is within the prescribed powers of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan pursuant to Section 458 of Republic Act 7160, with the recommendation to take necessary corrections, amendments, if applicable, subject to existing relevant laws, rules, and regulation. Honorable Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of those mentioned resolutions and subsequently move for its passage and approval under omnibus motion. I so move.
There is a motion for the passage of proposed resolutions number 18-231, 18-232, 18-233, 18-234, 235,
And
236, and 237.
236 lang.
236.
Under the Committee on Finance.
Under the Committee on Finance Budget. 237 is also under Committee on Finance.
Yeah, to include the resolutions number 18-237-2026.
And resolution number 18-237, all series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolutions are hereby approved by this council. Next, you may proceed.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have your resolution number 18-238-2026, a resolution confirming the validity of Municipal Ordinance number 22, series of 2025 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Tarragona, Davao Oriental, entitled An Ordinance Establishing Local Safeguards Against Unjust and Unlawful Disconnections of Electricity and Water Services, providing for consumers' rights, remedies, and penalties, incorporating the policies of the Constitutions, the Imperial Law, the ERC Magna Carta for residential electricity consumers, the LUA Model Code, the NWRB policies, and other pertinent laws, subject to existing laws, rules, and regulations relative thereto. Honorable Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move for the passage and approval of resolution number 18-238-2026.
There is a motion for the passage of resolution number 18-238, series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this council. You may proceed, Honorable Ravelo.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have the resolution number 18-239-2026, a resolution confirming the validity of Municipal Ordinance number 25, series of 2025 in the Municipality of Tarragona, Davao Oriental, an ordinance institutionalizing the Outstanding Award Program. Honorable Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this proposed resolution number 18-239-2026 and move for its passage and approval. I so move.
There was a motion for the passage of resolution number 18-239, series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Rochi Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this council.
Next is proposed resolution number 18-240-2026, authored and sponsored by the Honorable Elijah E. Palmahil.
Honorable Palmahil, you are recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I have here proposed resolution number 18-240-2026, a resolution authorizing the Honorable Nelson L. Deanghirang, Provincial Governor, for and on behalf of the Provincial Government of Davao Oriental, to enter into a deed of donation with Miss Mary May C. Saropdas, owner of parcel of land situated at Barangay Sign, City of Mati, of this province, with an area of more or less 463 square meters, intended as road right-of-way for road expansion and improvement. Honorable Presiding Officer, I now move for the passage and approval of the said resolution. I do so move, Honorable Presiding Officer.
There is a motion for the passage of resolution number 18-240, series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Elijah Palmahil, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this council.
Next is proposed resolution number 18-241-2026, authored by the Honorable Daud V. Linsag and to be sponsored by the Honorable Ravelo.
Honorable Ravelo, you are recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I have here resolution number 18-241-2026, authored and sponsored by the Honorable Daod B. Linsag, who is absent today for a reason that is having a diarrhea. The chairman of the committee Committee on Cooperative, POs, NGOs, CSOs, and Livelihood. Proposed resolution number 18-241-2026, a resolution confirming the validity of City Ordinance number 656, series of 2025 of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Davao Oriental, entitled An Ordinance Requiring All Cooperatives Operating Within the City of Mati to Secure Certification from the City Cooperative Development Office as a statutory requirement for the issuance of renewal of business permits, considering that the same is within the prescribed powers of the Sangguniang Panlungsod pursuant to Section 458A1 of Republic Act 7160. Madam Presiding Officer, honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this resolution and subsequently move for its passage and approval. I so move.
There is a motion for the passage of resolution number 18-241, series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Rochi Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this council.
Next is proposed resolution number 18-242-2026, authored by the Honorable Daud V. Linsag and to be sponsored by the Honorable Manuel M. Lipardo Jr.
Honorable Lipardo, you are recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. It is my honor to present a proposed resolution in behalf of the absent Chairman on the Committee on Transportation, the Honorable Daud V. Linsag, who is suffering from diarrhea after taking a New Year courtesy call last night. And so I have to present this proposed resolution, Honorable Presiding Officer, being the Vice Chair on the Committee on Transportation. This is a resolution confirming the validity of Municipal Ordinance 2025-11 of the Sangguniang Bayan of Banay-Banay, Davao Oriental, entitled An Ordinance Amending Section 7 and Section 16 of the Municipal Ordinance Number 2016-02, entitled An Ordinance Regulating the Registration of Fishing Vessels, 3 gross tonnage and below, providing for implementing guidelines therefore, and for other purposes subject to the existing laws rules, regulations relative thereto. Honorable Presiding Officer, I will be dispensing with, and with your consent, the reading of the necessary whereases and would go directly to the approval of the proposed resolution number 18-242-2026. I do so move, Honorable Presiding Officer.
There is a motion for the passage of resolution number 18-242, series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this council.
Next is proposed resolution number 18-243-2026, authored and sponsored by the Honorable Manuel M. Lipardo Jr.
Honorable Lepardo is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. This is proposed resolution number 18-243, series of 2026, entitled A Resolution Returning to the Sangguniang Bayan of Manay, Province of Davao Oriental, the Municipal Ordinance number 2025-21-07, entitled An Ordinance Declaring All Water Resources in the Municipality of Manay as Protected Areas and providing measures for their conservation, protection, and sustainable management, and providing funds therefor, with no action considering that the cited legal basis is inconsistent with the provisions of Republic Act 7160. May I request that we dispense with the reading of the necessary whereases and would go directly for a motion to approve the passage of the said resolution 18-243, series of 2026. I do so move, Honorable Presiding Officer.
There is a motion for the passage of resolution number 18-243, series of 2026, on motion of Honorable Manuel Lepardo Jr., seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this council.
Next item is unassigned business. Under unassigned business is the urgent request from the Honorable Governor under communication number 18-266-2026.
But it's now the pleasure of the body. Yes, Honorable Lepardo, you're recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. For us to cater the communication of the Honorable Governor, which is urgent in nature, there is a need for us to convert ourselves into the Committee of the Whole under suspended rules, and do I so move for the conversion of the plenary, Honorable Presiding Officer.
There is a motion for the conversion of this body into a committee as a whole under suspended House rules on motion of Honorable Lepardo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. What is the first item for discussion?
First item, the only item is communication number 18-266-2026. This is regarding the passage of a resolution for an authority to sign a MOA with the Philippine Council Agriculture and Fisheries, represented by Executive Director 3 Bernadette B. De Los Santos, for the implementation of agricultural and fishery councils, programs, projects, and activities for CY 2026 in the amount of 204,000 pesos.
Yes, Honorable Rochi Ravelo, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. As mentioned and as read, we have here a letter from the Honorable Governor Nelson L. Dayanghirang dated January 13, 2026, addressed to the Honorable Members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan through the Honorable Vice Governor, Honorable Maria Glenda Monetrabat Gaita. In the letter request, the Governor is requesting for an authority to sign with a memorandum of agreement for and behalf of the province of Davao Oriental with the Philippine Council for Agriculture and Fisheries, or PCAF, represented by Executive Director 3 Bernadette De Los Santos, and the province of Davao Oriental, represented by the Honorable Governor Nelson Dayanghirang, for the implementation of agriculture and fishery councils, programs, projects, and activities for calendar year 2026 in the amount of 404,000 pesos only. Honorable Presiding Officer, Honorable colleagues, this representation as the chair of the Committee on Agriculture and Food is now ready to answer queries if there is with regards to the request of the Honorable Governor.
Yes, the period of discussion is now open. Are there any queries, clarifications with regards to communication number 18-266-2026, the request of the governor for a resolution of authority to sign a memorandum of agreement? Are there any discussions? None? If none, we may proceed with the recommendation of the committee for the passage of the legislation as requested by the governor. So, what is now the pleasure of the body? Yes? Honorable Lipardo, you're recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Considering that the Chair on Agriculture already has a recommendation, and for us to have a legislative action on the request of the Governor, I would now request that we convert ourselves from the Committee of the Whole into the plenary under the same suspended rules.
There is a motion for the conversion of this body back to plenary, still under suspended House rules, on motion of Honorable Lipardo, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. We are now back to plenary. We give the floor to Honorable Rochi Ravelo.
Thank you, Honorable Vice Governor Glenda Rabateta, our presiding officer. Honorable colleagues, I have here Committee of the Whole Report number 18-164-2026 with the subject communications number 18-266-2026. The request of the Honorable Governor Nelson Ildayang Hirang in his letter dated January 13, 2026 has requested the Honorable Members of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan for the passage of a resolution authorizing him to enter into Memorandum of Agreement for and in behalf of the Province of Davao Oriental with the Philippine Council for Agriculture and Fisheries for the implementation of Agriculture and Fishery Council programs, projects, and activities for calendar year 2026 in the amount of 204,000 pesos only. Madam Chair, Honorable Presiding Officer, Honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this Committee of the Whole Report and subsequently move for its adoption. I so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of the Committee of the Whole Report number 18-164 series of 2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said Committee of the Whole Report is now adopted by this Council. Next item.
Next is proposed resolution number 18-244-2026. This will be presented by the Honorable Ravelo.
Honorable Ravelo, you are recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I have here resolution number 18-244-2026, a resolution authorizing the Honorable Governor Nelson Ildayang Hirang for and in behalf of the Province of Davao Oriental to enter into Memorandum of Agreement with the Philippine Council for Agriculture and Fisheries, represented by its Executive Director 3, Bernadette de los Santos, for the implementation of Agriculture and Fishery Council's AFC's programs, projects, and activities for calendar year 2026 in the amount of 204,000 pesos. Honorable Presiding Officer, Honorable colleagues, I move to dispense with the reading of the whole content of this resolutions number 18-244-2026 and subsequently move for its passage and approval. I so move.
There is a motion for the passage of resolution number 18-244 series of 2026 on motion of Honorable Ravelo, seconded by all members present. Any objections? Discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Said resolution is hereby approved by this Council. Next item.
Honorable Chair, we have no more items under suspended rules.
Yes, Honorable Lipardo, you are recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. Considering that we no longer have any consideration that we should be under suspended rules, then I would be moving that we lift the order of the declaration of the suspension of the rules.
Okay, there is a motion for the lifting of the suspension of the House rules on motion of Honorable Lipardo, seconded by all present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried.
Next
Next
is
item.
proposed ordinances for third and final reading. None. Next is consideration of other matters.
Okay, for other matters, yes, Honorable Montes, to be followed by Honorable Ravelo.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I would like to request the members of the Committee on Education, Arts, Culture, Science, and Technology. This is with regards to the referred communication authored by the Honorable Ana Cheryl Castro. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Please take note, Committee on Education, there will be a meeting after the session, regular session. Honorable Ravelo, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I'd like to request the members of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, the Committee on Agriculture and Food, that we'll have a joint committee meeting immediately after the session for all the communications referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriations. Thank you.
Okay. Please take note, members of the Committee on Finance, Budget and Appropriation, there will be a joint meeting and Committee on Agriculture and Food for a joint committee meeting after this regular session. Any other members? Yes, Honorable Manaytay.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer, and the members of the 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan present, of course, our staff. This is to inform and invite all members of the 18th Sangguniang Panlalawigan to witness the turnover of indigenous cultural communities, indigenous peoples of Davao Oriental, to be turned over by our non-released land, our Governor Nelson Eliang Hirang, exactly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer.
Thank you, Honorable Manaytay. This is an information that by 4 p.m. today, there will be a blessing turnover ceremony and blessing of the Provincial IP Center. An invitation is extended to all the members of this august body. So yes, any other members? Yes, Honorable Rochi Ravelo again.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. May I request that I understand that the province of Davao Oriental is prone to disasters. In fact, last year we were hit by doublet earthquake and other weather disturbances. And so last year's budget hearing, the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office presented their concerns as to the improvements of all the systems when it comes to climate change adaptation, disaster response. And so I also met a person, a colleague of mine at the Davao Oriental State University Board of Regent, and also the president of the Davao Davao Region Inventors Association. The person is Mr. Ervin Carlo Alcano, that will be inviting him to present the 911 mobile respond and rescue app for us to be updated on this type of technology. It's timely, and we also would like to invite the PDRRMO head or any person from their office to be present during that time. And also, I think those resource person identified by the PDRRMO who also have this type of plan, so that we'll be able to for us legislators will be able to appreciate and understand more or better this program, to be implemented, because during that time when we're having the budget hearing with the PDRRMO, I understand that all of the members are busy doing our role also in helping the victims of the Doblet earthquake. No, we're having food or relief distribution. So some of us were not able to attend. No, so it would also be good that during our next session, these three personalities will be able to present to us, since it's going to be, we are still on the first quarter of the year. We'll be happy and we will appreciate if they can present that specific plans of that office. No, so, Madam Chair, I formally request that those mentioned individuals be invited in the coming session on January 28, next session, January 28, during during question hour. Thank you.
30th session, next week.
Next session.
Okay. So there will be two persons to be invited. Three. The first is the Davao, president of the Davao Oriental Inventors Association, in the person of Mr. Alcano, Carlo Alcano, and from the PDRRMO, and the other one. Okay, from the PDRRMO head and the resource person. Okay, the focal person relative to this particular concern. So if there's no objection from the members, Madam Secretary, please take note and prepare the necessary communications to be sent out, the invitations to be sent out, so they can appear during the next regular session on January 28, 2026. So we are still under other matters. Are there other members who would, yes, Honorable Lepardo.
Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer. I would also like to request the members of the Committee on Environment to stay after the session, as we will be discussing the concern of the municipality of Tarragona, which was referred to our committee last session. And second, Honorable Presiding Officer, this will be a request on this representation that by next week, the Committee on Environment will dispose of the concern of hallmark mining and Australasia mining in Macambol. And by the time this representation would be presenting its legislative action by way of a resolution, I will be requesting each member to go on a nominal voting, and if they would so decide, to say something about their vote also. If that will be allowed, Honorable Presiding Officer, considering the magnitude of the effect of the decision of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan, after we discuss this request of the Honorable Governor in the cancellation of the right to operate mining of hallmark and Australasia in this province, Honorable Presiding Officer, if that would be allowed. Thank you, Honorable Presiding Officer.
Okay, duly noted. All members of the Committee on Environment, there will be a meeting after this regular session. And with regards to the request, we will be including in the order of business the proposed legislation relative to that request of the Governor by next regular session. And the request is to go by nominal voting. Okay, so if there's no objection from the members, please take note, Madam Secretary. We are still under other matters. Are there other members who would like to make announcements or any additional manifestations? If none, the chair would just like to, yes, Honorable, yeah? Okay. So before we go to the adjournment, the presiding officer requested a copy of all the pending legislations from the 17th Sangguniang Panlalawigan. There are others, and I have requested our SP Support Services Office to furnish copies of those that have been archived already and remains enacted to date to the respective committee chairman for your proper disposal, as to whether there is a need to refile the said ordinance or as to whether to keep it archived in our files at the Sangguniang SP Support Services Office. So I saw other ordinances that are worthy to, that needs to be refiled, but of course I leave it to the discretion of the members, the committee chairman of the different committees concerned. So I will just ask the SP Secretariat to provide a copy of this to the respective chairman of the committees. Thank you. So I think we are now through with all the items in the order of business. May I request Honorable Dayanan for the adjournment of this regular session until next Wednesday.
Thank you, Madam Honorable Presiding Officer. Good afternoon to my fellow legislators and to everyone present. Madam Honorable Presiding Officer, in view of our very satisfactory discussion and proceedings of the session covering all matters under the official business of the day, so I move to have the session adjourned. Thank you.
There was a motion for the adjournment of this regular session until next Wednesday, January 28, 2026, on motion of Honorable Dayanan, seconded by all members present. Any objections, discussions? None noted. Motion is carried. Session is adjourned.